How's it going, guys? Man, 57TX Whiskey Guy here, and today I'm doing episode 1 of Is It Worth the Hype? This is a new series I'm starting where I'm gonna review a few whiskeys that have gotten a lot of accolades on Instagram, on YouTube. You know, like the whiskey YouTube scene has been voting this one up pretty high, and also you see like on Fred Minnick's list being in the top 20. So I thought, you know, this would be a cool series to start and for me to try them and see if it is worth the hype. So this one was kind of hard to find. I wasn't able to find a bottle, but thanks to a good friend on Instagram, Chris Whiskey Smoke Explorer, he sent me a sample. So I'm gonna be trying this out today. I'm trying this out today and letting you know if it's worth that because of the hype and it's worth what everybody's been saying about it. So let's give it a little nose. The nose is pretty sweet. So first off, this is a mix of, I think it's Canadian rye and American whiskey, aged in Martinique barrels, rum barrels, and I think Madeira barrels. I think Madeira barrels. So let's give it a nose. So far the nose is pretty sweet. Very jammy, like an apricot jam. Very citrus. You do get very reminiscent of a rum, yeah. You do get a little bit of that light syrupiness from that you'll get from a Canadian rye. Yeah, but overall it's pretty sweet. It's very weird to say, very viscous. Let's try. Well, that has to be one of the more unique pours I've tried. It's so sweet up front, and then you get punched by that rice spiciness at the end. It's quite a surprise because you're getting acclimated to that sweetness, and before you can even get acclimated to it, that's when the rye punch comes in. It's probably one of the most unique things I've tried. Give me a sip. Yeah. Wow. It's very sweet. Almost like you dipped a little bit of Splenda in your whiskey. And it does have that spice kick to it. Yeah, it's a very interesting pour. Now, what I think is it worth the hype? I can see it, you know, with the way the whiskey scene is now, where a lot of things are pushed out there that are not ready yet or not the best. Something like this very unique and very different. I can see how people would rate it pretty high, and it's a very interesting pour. Would I say it's like top 20 or something I've ever tried? No. It's very different, very interesting. Yeah, even if you keep drinking, it makes your mouth water a little bit from all the sweetness you're getting. But yeah, it's interesting. I'll say it's a very good whiskey. I'll say that it's a very good blend. The finishing on it is excellent, and I mean, it's worth the retail. I think the retail's what, $80. I wouldn't pay more than that though. But yeah, it's very different. So I can see the hype to this one. I can see why people are rating it pretty high. I can see why it's on a lot of lists. It's very interesting. So I guess what I think is worth the hype, I can see it. I can see the hype for it. I can see how this would make those lists, and I can see how this one is kind of getting the attention it's getting. So, I mean, if you're able to score one at retail, I'd pick it up. Any more than that, I wouldn't go for it. I think it's a little. I mean, it's very unique, and it's not something that you're gonna want to reach for every single time. Like this one's one of those that, like in the summer, would be perfect, or maybe in cocktails would be very well as well. But in terms of like me reaching for it every single day and just wanting to have a pour of this, I don't know. I don't think I could do that. But it's very interesting. Cheers, guys.